I just wanted to show my new shoes that I got for Cyber Monday because they're sick and I like them. Look at these. Look how fire. I love them. Okay, so I got them from Urban Outfitters, not sponsored, but if Urban wants to sponsor me, go ahead. They're Adidas, but they're like some collab. I don't even know. I love the little like zippers here, and they were $120, but I got them for $40 for Cyber Monday, and I'm very pleased because I don't have any black shoes besides my dog's. That's it. That's all. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the week. I don't even know when Tate and I get home. Kinga is in Oregon right now, and my whole family's working until Thursday. I mean, it's only Tuesday, but oh my god, that's my mom down the street. I'll vlog her. She'll love that.
Hi,
Oh,
sweetie. I gotta go get him. If I'd known you were home, I would have.
I literally just pulled up.
You to get him. Hi.
Yay!
Yay. Aww.
Hanging with my little bro Trev. Catching up on some friends because we were watching it together, and I have already seen it like a couple times through, but we started watching it during my senior year and we never finished it. And then I left, so now we're picking up where we left off. Just thinking about, like, I literally don't even know what I'm gonna be doing. My mom was saying I should get a job, maybe go back to Target, but the thing is, I'm gonna be here for like 2 weeks, and then I'm going to Big Bear. I mean, it is the holiday season, so they might want me back, but I also haven't worked there since like junior to senior year. I'm a little out of practice. It's really weird because it's so nice not having any responsibilities or anything like looming over me since we're starting a new quarter, but at the same time it's kind of weird because I feel like I have absolutely nothing going on. How are your
Is this a vlog?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know I get to be in a vlog.
Alright, do you have finals week right now?
No.
You're in your second trimester.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our high school has trimesters for some reason. It's really weird. Basically, the quarter system at Cal Poly is like trimesters because there's a summer quarter, but we start later, so they're only 10-week quarters, and they have 12-week trimesters.
And midterms in between.
My tests are basically all midterms, like when I have big lectures, but for architecture, we had 3 midterms and a final. But then for English, we didn't have any midterms. We just had essays. So Trevor is really into English manners. What period of architecture would you say?
I like Victorian, Gothic, neoclassical, pretty much every style of architecture between the years 1800 and 1920.
Wow, that's very specific. And so he's redoing his room, repainting it, because he changes his interests
If I had
every couple months.
no,
So
this has been with me for a while, but if I had as much money as I wanted, my room would look like Hearst Castle.
oh my god. So Mom told me to tell you that you need to sign up for your behind the wheel lesson because you got your permit and you haven't done that yet, so you can't drive yet. Why don't you want to drive?
Rather make my room.
Rather make your room than drive? It's like a 2-hour lesson.
But making the call takes so long.
Oh my god.
You have to wait on hold.
This is what a 15-year-old boy looks like. Lazy, not motivated, except for the things that he wants.
If Mom and Daddy bought me a brand new car, I
Oh
would.
my gosh.
If they bought me a brand new car, I would.
Be satisfied with my old piece of junk.
No.
But-
I want a space coupe.
Space coupe?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
The rolls.
Why is it called a space coupe?
Cause it got no, a space coupe got stars in the roof.
Oh, coupe.
That makes all the difference.
Thanks for joining in. You haven't even been in my videos since that one forever ago that like nobody watched.
The tennis one?
Yeah, when I was driving you to tennis.
tennis?
Who's at the door? Oh,
Mom, big
package.
big box.
Here's our house tour. Front room is a little bland because that's not lit up, but look at our mask walls, all Christmassy.
You want to see single-handed
Oh gosh.
favorite piece of the house? This one picture, I really like it.
Trevor is crazy. I don't even know. This is the most boring standard light ever.
What are you talking about? It's decorative.
Why don't you ask Mommy and Daddy if you could take that from there and put it in your room? He was literally researching those types of lights. All right, let's see. His room.
Look at my light. My light, you have to admit, is boring as
Well, your room is very, like, modern looking.
modern is
You think this
ugly.
couch matches with the Hearst Castle theme?
No, but I'm not gonna spend like $600 on a couch. Those are expensive. Light fixtures are a little bit cheaper.
That's all for now. This clip has been stacks on stacks.
In the background, my cash is lying.
Oh my god. One more thing. Look at the backyard. It's so pretty, all the leaves. My dad probably has to rake that. Oh my gosh, it's freezing out here. Talk to you later. I'm crying so much today. It's not healthy. This time it's because I'm watching A Marriage Story on Netflix, or just Marriage Story, with Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver. And it's like this whole movie about this couple getting divorced. It's like midnight about, and I was watching it with my mom, and then she went to bed, and now I'm just up by myself watching this and crying. So that's where I'm at right now. Editing right now. I think this is, yeah, my second month of college, part 3. Haven't done anything today. I realized someone in my last video there was 2 comments on my last video. One person said, "You seem a bit loopy, are you okay?" Which at first I was kind of hurt, taken aback. I appreciate people's concerns, but I don't know, I feel like I started off all of these videos kind of like being pretty normal. And then now I've kind of like left in some of the really weird random things that don't make any sense, that are only funny to me and Fletcher, that I'm just gonna keep in because I like them and it makes me happy and I like watching back on it. But I apologize if I seem really crazy. And then someone also asked about my professors and classes, which I was gonna go over and then I completely forgot. Since I have nothing better to do right now, I figured might as well. Final grades just came out as well. Let's see, my classes. So you can just skip past this if you're not going to Cal Poly, because I'm just gonna give like a brief review of the professors unless you care. Architecture 217, History of World Architecture, Prehistory to Middle Ages. The professor was Stephen Phillips, and he was probably my least favorite professor because he was just pretty dry. I did really like the class. I think it was one of my favorite classes, and I'm really glad I ended up taking it, even though I heard it was pretty challenging ahead of time. It's a super straightforward class. There's 3 midterms and a final. There's no homework, no in-between work. It's a huge lecture hall. It's not personal at all. The lectures were all less than 2 hours, which was nice. I ended up getting a B+ in that class, which I wasn't expecting. But yeah, I got an A on the final. And then Wildlife Conservation Biology, Bio 227, was taught by Lisa Needles, and I liked her. She was very passionate about bio, clearly, and had a lot of personal stories, which was a nice additive. Personally, the class was a little bit more boring because I'm more a liberal arts person. I'm not really math and science inclined, but I thought it was interesting. I mean, there were some topics, like when we talked about climate change, environmental issues I'm very passionate about, but wildlife, like animal species specifically, I'm not. I mean, it's very vague to say I'm not into animals, but there's a lot of very specific stuff about different conservation strategies and stuff, and that just got a bit boring. The only thing was the lectures were at 10 a.m. and I was often quite tired. It was just like straight lectures, but there were some interactive things. We had like a Zoodoo thing. Overall, I got a B in that class. Then Econ 201, Survey of Economics. So the professor, Corey White, I actually really liked him. The class was from 6 to 8. It was my latest class, but I was always, okay, so it's kind of complicated because the econ was very hard for me. I ended up getting a C in that class. I almost didn't even know if I was going to pass because the structure, I didn't even talk about the structure in bio. Okay, sorry. So backtracking a little bit, in bio, we had 2 midterms and a final, but then we had a couple homework assignments just like spread throughout the quarter. Okay, so for econ, every single week, basically, we had a tutorial, which was like an online quiz, and then we had 3 quizzes. So they were each like 20 questions. We didn't even have a final. The third quiz was just on our last class period, and it was weighted the same as the other ones. It was not cumulative. But I think econ, how a lot of math is for me, is I just like don't put in the work because I just don't care about it enough and it doesn't interest me. So I just focus on my other classes that actually interest me. So I passed it and it's fine. I got the credits and it's done, but I definitely could have done better in that class. In class, I felt like I was engaged and I was aware of what was going on, but then when it got to the tests, it was just a lot of math stuff that I didn't really diligently study. I just kind of like skimmed and did a couple practice problems, but yes, I'm doing a little vlog update. Am I talking really loud?
I'm going to bed.
Okay, good night. Love you. Also, I'm editing, so it's a double.
That's so exciting.
She's my biggest fan.
Tomorrow's the last day of school.
Yay! Okay, good night, love you. The professor, again, this was a big lecture, as was bio. He was very good, clearly super passionate about econ, super knowledgeable, and I don't know, I feel like I generally learned important skills that I will need to use, but the stuff that I didn't retain is stuff that I won't need to use. You know what I mean? Like, we learned about loans and bonds and some type of financial stuff, but I think the more mathematical part won't apply to my life, hopefully. So, and then for English 145, reasoning, argumentation, and writing, that was my favorite class, obviously, as an English major. So Glenn Starkey was the professor, and I really liked him. I wish I could have him again. Like I've said about everyone else, basically, he was clearly super passionate about English, very knowledgeable. I feel like I learned a lot, and in AP Lit in Langen High School, I learned a lot, and I still managed to learn more, and I will continue to learn more about English with all of my different English classes, which I'm very excited about. I think that English 145 really just solidified my decision to be an English major, because I think a lot of people going into first quarter have a lot of doubts about their major, or they want to change majors, but I think I want to be an English major more than ever, and I'm so excited going into next quarter, and I'm taking intro to literary studies, I believe, so that should be fun. It's just like, I'm so glad I found something that I'm actually like passionate about, because I've always loved English. I was always excited to go to that class, and I feel like that was never really the case in high school. Even though I liked the classes itself, like, this just had really engaging discussions. It was actually like a small class, maybe 20 people. There was like some reading quizzes, but it wasn't like actual reading. It was just reading the argumentation textbook. And so this was just one of the English classes that everyone has to take as a GE. And I tested out of English 134 from my AP Lit exam. I'm just gonna get straight into my sequence classes now for my major. Anyways, yeah, but Starkey he gave really good feedback. I ended up getting a B+ in that class, which I'm disappointed because there's just like some dumb things that kept me from getting an A. Like, there was the first week of class, there was a reading quiz that I was unaware of, and so I got a 2 out of 10 on that, and just anyways, I did pretty well on the papers. I got A's on, we had like 4 main papers, and I got A's on a couple of them. I don't know, for college I feel like that's pretty good, but liked that class a lot. And then last was Paul's, my California Constitution and Government. So that was my online class that I mentioned I was stressing about. Not a lot of feedback for that because that was just online, so nothing about the professor at all. I didn't know her, but I ended up getting a B in that class. You know, not bad, because I literally didn't read 4 of the 10 chapters. I did 1 through 6. I read them all, did the online quizzes, and then I completely ran out of time, so I just like bullshitted the last 4 quizzes. It's on inquisitive, so you can basically just keep answering questions till you got 100%. So I got 100% on those quizzes, and then the other 50% of my grade was the final. It's just very glad it's over, because I was scared for a second that I might fail it, but then I was taking the final and I was like, oh, this isn't bad. This was 5 classes, including the online class, which was barely a class because I didn't really do anything. Next quarter, I have comms, public speaking, English, intro to literary studies, health, healthy living, and sociology, comparative societies. This seems a little bit more major related, even though there's only one that is a major class. The others are just GEs, but they're all kind of a little bit more in the realm of liberal arts, whereas econ and bio were just very far off. So I'm excited going into the next quarter, and it's really weird and different from high school because I'm less than a week into winter break and I'm kind of bored. I mean, Layla and Tatum just got back today, so I'm gonna see them tomorrow. You guys will see them. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have started watching my videos once I'm in college, so you might not even know who Layla and Tatum are. I mean, go back and watch my senior year vlogs if you have time. They are my best friends here. Since Fletcher left, I've been pretty bored. He literally left yesterday, but it feels like it's been forever. But it's so weird because again, like I felt over Thanksgiving break, like I feel like I'm ready to go back. I'm really excited for Christmas with my family and everything, but I definitely know at the end of break, I'll be ready to start the next quarter. I feel like I'm just generally like more excited about school because it's not as torturous and it's not like all day, every day, this heavy workload. It's just more stuff I'm engaged in. So that's good. I mean, that's what college is for. That is my little first quarter update. Kind of went a little bit longer than I planned, but I'm going to keep editing and keep trying to put out good content. I don't know how good it'll be because I don't know how much I'm actually going to be doing for the next 3 weeks or so, but hope it's good. Stay tuned.